Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. I did a Facebook Live a few days ago showing off the new products that I managed to pre-order being a demonstrator. So one of them was this lovely Timeless Arrangements stamp set and dies. And when I did my live, I looked at the dies and thought, oh, I'm going to have to play with them and find out what they do. So I have. This is just some of them. I've got some ready to use again. But what I'm going to show you is I ran most of them through my die cutting machine with some retiring Pear Pizzazz card. So you've got 3 rectangles like such, so they are different lengths and widths. Okay, each of them has lovely detailing on it, so you've got stitching, but you've also got a little cross in the middle of each side there, so that's cute. Then you've got these types of dies and they cut out like that. So you've got, let me just move those to the side. You've got that one, that one, that one, and this one. Okay. Now you can butt that up to the corner there. Do the same on the other side and you've got a nice coordinating label with foliage coming out, or you can do one that side and a different one that side, and you get the gist. So with that one, you would want to line it up there, so you're getting the maximum out of this bit, but you don't have to. You could do it like that, so you're getting just a little bit coming out of there. Opportunities pretty much endless. And then there are some coordinating smaller pieces that you can obviously add to pad it out a bit more. That one goes with that one, and we've got one for this one, if I can pick it up. Come on, there we go. Okay, and there is one that goes with that one as well. Okay, then you've got these dies here that coordinate with the stamp set. So you can stamp this one, cut it with that, that flower cuts out. We've got these 2 longish ones, so you've got 2 dies for that, and the one that I've missed, that one, with that die there. So huge amount of coordinating stamps there. So I've made one card already, and I have thrown a whole lot of these die cuts at it. I've used Old Olive and Blackberry Bliss. So I've got 2 of the die cut edges there, and I've got some of the stamped, and I've used blends in there as well. I've offset it to the side so you can see a bit more of that lovely time worn type embossing folder on there, and I used my blends to colour some rhinestones just to coordinate as well. So I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to change out the colours. So I've used Old Olive there. These are my sample ones. They are all pair Pizzazz. I'm going to keep those because I'm going to do a bit of stamping, and I'm changing out the colours to be Granny Apple Green, which is this one here. So I used 2 of these types of dies for that card, and I'm using the other 2 for this card. So I'm going to die cut all of those bits out and play with that. I need to do some stamping as well. I'm also going to change out the embossing folder, just because I can. I'm just going to have a blind. Okay, so Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo are my colours. I'm going to stamp the sentiment, and again use the same die to cut that out. And I've just got a little scrap here, and I have mounted 2 stamps. Let's go with Melon Mambo on this, and I think I might do both bits Melon Mambo on this. For that one I put in Night of Navy and Blackberry Bliss. So a very big, thank you. Now, I kind of need to stand up so I can see. And try and get them straightish. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so we've got our sentiment stamped. That is that, and I can die cut that one next as well. I've got some washi tape over here. Just take some of the sticky off it, and again try and get that centered. Okay, so I've got that lot to die cut, but I need to do a little bit more stamping. Which piece of card? I've got my card base and a card layer over there, so it's not that I'm using. I did have another bit looked out, I'm sure I did. I probably just covered it with something else. Yes, the dies. Okay, so I've mounted up these stamps as well, and I'm just gonna stamp those. And that one. Now this one I found was better to stamp in black, and then, oh, that's not black. Wrong ink pad heather. We want Memento, not Versamark. So yeah, I thought this one was better stamped with black and then coloured. Yeah, it's a little bit light, but that'll do. That will do. Okay, and this one. So I've just put both of those long stamps on one piece, on one block, so I can just because I was running out of small blocks for all of the stamps that I wanted to use. Okay, so let's bring in, now with these ones there's a little dot at the end. You're best to try and see the green through that dot at the end, and then kind of move it around to make sure you've got that all in line, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to have to put that down whilst I de-sticky some more of this to use. Okay, get that back in. So where's my green? I've got green through it, following that down. Yep, still got green. There we go. That should hopefully do. A little bit of that. I have stamped everything quite far apart because I don't want my dies to get too close together and potentially overlap when I'm doing my die cutting, because I'm doing it all at one time. So we've got pink showing through that dot. Just move it down, move it around. That should be okay. Need another bit. So yeah, I love playing with new things, and just one of the best things I find to do is simply die cut everything first of all, and then you can play about with it afterwards. And whether that was what was intended by the designers or not doesn't really matter, does it? Right, so let's do die cutting using my big machine for this. I'm just going to close that before I put something on it like the card base. Right, there we go. I've got the plates in there. Let's just pop that one in first. Run that through. I think I might have moved that one, but never mind. There we go. And let's pop that on, and these fellas. Two big ones on first and then pop the rest around. Plate and back through. I am actually just going to run that through again and make sure I've got all them. All looks good to me. That's cut. And then I've got my card base and a layer. I'm using the Fern 3D embossing folder, and because it's 3D I need my special plate. You get all of these plates with your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And it just folds up and away. Right, so have a card layer. Then I have my sentiment. A very big thank you. And my die cut pieces. Let's just pop these out. One more. That's all of them. Let me get me take your pick and just press. Those little holes are your release holes. Just simply comes out like so. That's that one. The other big one. Okay, so there's a little bit left in that. I will take that out so that I don't leave it in the next time I'm cutting. So we've got those two. Just putting putting my dies back on their magnetic sheet. The dies don't come with the magnetic sheet, that's just one of my preferences, and I do have a video about how I store my dies. I'll put a link to that in the description for this video in case you want to check that out as well. Okay, so we've got those 3 little extra leaves and those, let's get the other stamped bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. Yeah, got them all. No, I've not. No, I've not. This little one. I didn't stamp, that didn't die cut very well, did it? Oh well, we'll just use part of it. Right, that one over there just now. Right, okay, so let's assemble. This is just going to go straight on to my card base. Let's just do that bit first and can decide which way around I want it. I just thought the ferns were quite fitting with all of that lovely foliage. Add that on. White on white. Oops. Just trying to get it a little bit straighter. There we go. Then let's play and arrange. Like doing a wee flower arrangement here. So that on there. Or that one. And that one down there. Yeah. Do that and that. Underneath, obviously. Then we've got some extra bits. So I need to do my colouring, don't I? Right, let's do that first. And then we can finish the flower arranging. Right, so Canary Apple Green, in your Stampin' Blends you get light and dark. I am going to do a little bit dark at the bottom of each leaf. Oops. Coloured outside the lines there. Never mind. Wrong lid. Then in with the light. So I'm just blending those 2 shades together. Okay, and just what I like to do is just put a little line of that green over there and at the bottom of those flowers. Then I can bring in my Melon Mambo, and again a little bit of dark at the bottom. Actually going to make that a bud this time. There we go. Right. And then on this, I'm just going to colour that straight. What's the lighter one? Right. Now we're ready to assemble. Big flower there, a little bit of pink there, and a leaf out the side there, and then we'll just fill in the gaps. Okay, so I'll put that one on the top. Where's my little glue? Don't know, we'll just use the big one. Line of glue. Maybe, should have put the lid on, like that. Then lining that edge. Oops. That edge under there, like that. Just hold it a minute. Okay, and do the same with this one. Line of glue. There we are. Just maneuver that into place with the wet glue. Then I'm going to pop that on with dimensionals. And I'm just putting them in the middle. I will put 3 so that I can pop other bits underneath. Okay. There's a very big thank you, and again over to this side. Like that. I will also use some mini dimensionals to pop up some other little bits as well, like this bit. I haven't got that dimensional on terribly straight, but never mind. Okay, and then there will be bits that I will just glue straight down completely. Just like that mix of height and I've just spotted that bit hasn't come out of the die. It's there. As now. Change my mind where I'm putting that. Always do this. Audition things and then change my mind on them. Right. That. Again, pop a dimensional on that one. A big one will fit on that one. There we go. Like that. And then just fill in the blanks. I really would rather have my little one for this. Let's like that. A few spots on, and then I dropped it. Well, we won't be using that one. Over there. Change it up. And just keep going until you're happy with how much you've got on there. A little bit more, there we go. And one of these. Put that there. See, I'm not happy with how I stamped that, so I'm going to cut that off at the top there. See, I've gone ski width, so just round that off. Still not very round either. That'll do. Probably it's just as well I've lost that other one because there's nowhere to put it. Right, so let's see where we're at, and I've got some gems somewhere. We're just going to do the same using Stampin' Blends to colour, add some colour onto rhinestones. Just going gently because you don't want to ruin your tips of your blends. Then add them on. Take your pick. I'll have one up there. One down here. I'll just pop that one in there. There we go. Here's my original card. So yeah, a little bit brighter, but endless possibilities for your sentiments, the size of those labels, because you've got those 3 different sizes. You've got all of those different things that can come out there. Absolutely loving this first play with this bundle that is. I've used the Fern 3D embossing folder on that one, Time Worn Type on that one, Timeless Arrangements, stamps and dies. I've still got lots of dies to put back on my sheet and sort that out. But fabulous products will be available in my online store from the 2nd of May 2023. I will add links to the products that are currently available, like the blends and the embossing folders, in the description for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly have. If you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to click on that subscribe button, click on the bell to get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.